Hey y'all, greetings, grand rising. So today I will be talking about habits. I don't know if I want to put the camera down like this or I think this might be the vibes. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about habits. So I really want to talk about this because I recently broke a really bad habit. Me personally, you might be like, oh, that's not like a bad habit or anything, but personally it was for me. But I'm not gonna really mention what the habit was because I don't want to. So once I broke it, literally it kind of catapulted me in surrendering even more than I thought I could. So I was just like, whoa, I should have been broke this, but everything happens for a reason in a specific moment in this, plethora of moments that we have in the present moment. Sound like an alien again, but that's okay. But yeah, once I broke this habit, I was just like, whoa. I started seeing more of my favorite angel number ever, which is 222, and it represents love, compassion, and also just alignment. And I remember today I woke up and I went to go drive, and it was such a beautiful day outside. There's no clouds today. The sun is beaming. Unfortunately, I'm not outside right now because I was studying for my test tomorrow because, I like to do the most when tests come around, and, it kind of helps me practice focusing on being intentional about what I want to do in a particular moment. So like have control or like practice control over myself because, the only thing you can control is yourself. So just practicing being focused and intentional, which leads to accomplishing your goals and, setting the right intention and setting that frequency that you want to vibrate on to accomplish that goal. But that's a whole different thing. Focus equals, intention, which equals accomplishments and accomplishing your goals, and that also goes aligned with having good karma and stuff like that. That is a given, that's the foundational thing you have to do before you do, focusing into being intentional and then also manifesting what you want to happen in your reality because you are in control of your own reality. Okay, I think I said that in another video. I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, so back to the task at hand, or the topic that I wanted to discuss, or they want me to talk about, is habits. So I kind of just went through this personally, and yeah, today I was driving and I saw so many angel numbers. Even yesterday, last night, I saw so many. I saw 888, 999. I haven't seen that in a while. So it was just like I knew I reached a different level of surrendering when, excuse the dog, Raven. I reached a different level of surrendering when I start seeing those angel numbers again that I haven't seen in a minute. Like I've seen them here and there, but not as much as I typically do. Like I see them every day, but not specific ones. So yeah, so I just saw more of 222, and literally I can't make this up. Like I'll just be driving, all I see, literally the license plate in front of me will be 555, 888, or 999, or 222. So that was like definitely confirmation for me personally that me breaking that habit opened up a door, opened up opportunity, opened up just more alignment than I was at initially. And it felt really good because I felt it internally too. And so it's just like, that goes to show that you are in control of your own reality, and it's up to you to, make that choice and be disciplined to not continue a habit. So also I was reading on an habit in this book called Total Meditation. And I got this book because it was yelling at me. It was like, Cameron, get this book. I was like, oh, okay, I should. And it definitely tells me why I should meditate. And it looks backwards because my camera has like the mirror effect on it because I don't like the other way around. But yeah, it's called Total Meditation, and it's by Deepak Chopra. I'm not good at pronouncing things. I'm not the best at spelling either, but I digress on that. That's not the topic. However, yeah, I was reading the chapter today while listening to like multiple frequencies to help with certain components that I, like to work on and stay consistent based on what I did initially for specific things that I had to work on internally in the past. But yeah, just listening to different frequencies, and I was reading this book, and one of the chapters were called Habits, and that was the one that I read today. And it was talking about like what a habit is, which is like something that is ego based, and if it keeps circling in your mind, it's up to you to break it or feed it, and it's definitely repetition of a certain particular feeling, thought, or it might be a disorder that people call it, a disorder, OCD, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just like when you get this really high urge to do a particular thing that you shouldn't do, like, eat a snack late at night that you shouldn't be eating, or like not dropping a situation that keeps replaying in your head, or, doing cartwheels when you ain't supposed to be doing them, but you just get the urge to just do a cartwheel or a backflip. I don't know. And you really want to break that cycle, but you just keep cartwheeling and backflipping. Like, what is this? But yeah, it's like itching, a really itchy spot on your body, and you ain't supposed to be itching it, basically. But yeah. But I learned in the book that it's definitely ego based. So it's like when you feed this repetition of urge happening, it's like you're feeding your ego, and it's just like you're taking steps back, and that's what we don't want to do. And you're just kind of like, yeah, moving backwards just a little, and those things add up. So it's just like, don't do that. But like once you break the cycle and that urge, or it kind of taught me how to, even when you have a thought, like a habit, or a thought that turns into a habit. Hopefully this makes sense because I'm all over the place because my brain is on biology right now. However, I just wanted to take a break. But when you have a habit and it's more thought based, it's just like you have to say, no. But you have to say like, not right now, or count backwards from 100, or do something that takes your mind off of that intrusive thought that has turned into a habit over moments of time. But yeah, it's hard. Like, it's harder than you think. Like, just saying it, like, break the habit, be disciplined. But like when you're really into it, it's harder than you think. But once you are able to deal with it and become more aware of what this habit is stemming from within, it's just like you cope with it differently, and you find a way to cope with it that helps you the best personally. And once you break it, it's just like you'll feel different in a sense. I would say like you feel more in control of yourself and not feeding the ego, which is something we definitely don't want to do. But yeah, I realized that like it wasn't nothing bad, like the habit that I was talking about, me personally, that I was dealing with, but it was more like something I needed to just dispose of. It was very minimal, but the most minimal thing can make a difference in how you feel, and also how, as a spiritual being, and also it can take a toll on your vibration and frequency more than you think. until you dispose that minimal habit that fed the ego just a little bit, because we don't want to feed it at all, you know? So yeah, that's all I had to say. But just don't feed into those habits. Do something that's more productive, or something that, you know, that you always wanted to try or always wanted to work on, or feed into a skill that you always wanted to master. So say if you had that thought, right? Say not right now. And then if you have that thought, focus it on something that's going to catapult you to a place, or catapult you to the right direction of what you want to accomplish regarding a skill or a goal, and just being attentive about it, and intentional about it as well. So yeah, don't feed into that habit. Don't let it keep circling around in your brain. You are in control of your mind and your body. And it also correlates with you being a being and vibrating higher when you have more control of these habits, and not letting the habits feed the ego and get the best of you. So break those habits, especially if it has to do with some type of materialistic thing or something that's 3D, or any type of substance. Don't let that take over you, man. Don't let it take over you, okay? But yeah, break that cycle. It's harder than me saying it. Like, it's harder to do the action than like just talking about it. But when you do, it's going to pay off in the long run. I believe it will. I am living proof. Even though my habit wasn't as big. But don't feed into that habit. Do not feed into the habit. That means you're feeding into the ego. So, yes, this is your sign. Break that habit, because it's not good for you. Okay? And it's feeding to your ego, and it's descending. It's helping you descend where it's supposed to be you ascending, okay? I know my grammar is all over the place in this video, but hopefully this helped. But break that habit. Don't let that cycle keep going. Break the cycle. It's up to you. Your reality. You're in control. Also, have fun. Bye, guys. Keep ascending. Have a nice day.